So, when we take this spectrum of these waves and we make them to pass through a system of prism. So, then these lines are gets into splitted, that is where we call it as that is a spectrum, that is individual dispersion of light takes place and individual components are separated. So, we have different types of spectra when we talk about. The first type of spectra when we talk with respect to this is the emission spectra. So, now you can see the image on your system. So, where we can see how actually the emission spectra looks like. So, the emission spectra is the continuous spectra where the continuous layer of, that is frequencies of the energies are collapsed one above the other and it is continuous, you can see very clearly. So, when it comes to emission spectra, in that it is the line spectra also is possible, because whenever certain absorption of light takes place, we will find the disintegration or the separation of the continuous spectra takes place. That is why the emission spectra will have two types. So, one is the line spectra and continuous spectra. So, the coming to the second one, the spectra of second type is the absorption spectra, where you can find the black background on the continuous spectra, where the emission energy which is absorbed, some amount of energy will be absorbed by that chemicals. Let me explain how actually this spectra occurs. So, in order to get emission of spectra, what you have to do is you have to take a molecule or an atom or an element, you have to irradiate this with heat or light energy. So, then what happens, it absorbs the energy, get excited into higher energy state, and the electron when it comes down to lower energy state, it gives out the light, that is called as the emission spectra. Whereas, in the case of absorption spectra, it is exactly opposite of this. What happens in the case of absorption spectra is, so it absorbs the energy of particular wavelength and there is a discontinuity in the spectra on the photographic plate. So, this makes absorption spectrum.